92.9. How hard were you throwing?
When I came here to the first camp, hit 83 miles an hour. And then came back home for the rest of the summer, did my workouts, did all that, and went to school. In the fall, this fall, I hit 91, and then the next week after that, I hit 93. So I've had a pretty good jump.
So where is your velocity now? Like, what do you,
I'm consistent 88, 89, touch 92, 92 once, and I feel 90, 91 a lot.
That's awesome. So you've gone from low 80s to low 90s.
Yeah.
And you're 17. So how much velocity did you increase that into that spring season?
I went from 83, 84, touching 86 to 88 to 90, touching 92. So I would say overall 6 miles an hour.
Harder were you throwing at that point?
I'd say I probably gained at least 5 or 6 miles an hour already just in the 2 months I've been here.
Well, why don't you tell everybody your numbers? So you came into the program throwing how hard?
I was topping out at 85, but I was living around 83, 82, 83, right around there.
Cool. And then what this fall, you've obviously had a great fall and just the beginning. Tell us where you're sitting this fall.
All right. This fall, my last outing, I was living around 90 to 91, and I topped out at 93.
When you came to me, when you started with me, when we started with the program, how hard were you throwing at that time?
I was probably mid to upper 70s.
Okay, good. And you really didn't even know what position you were going to be at. You were just really kind of a utility guy at the time. You knew you wanted to pitch, right? But
I had no idea pitching was going to be my thing. I was always known that I could hit the ball and had a decent arm, but I wasn't like dead set on pitching. I was just trying to get my arm stronger.
Right, and that was I think the exciting part, because once we started to see the velocity, then you really got excited about wanting to pitch. So after we went to the program, I guess when you went to all those showcases and all those good things started happening, how hard were you throwing in those showcases?
About 86 to 88.
Let's just talk about, like, when you first started with me, when we first met at Gorilla,
Right.
and we started with the program. How hard were you throwing at that time?
I would say probably throwing maybe 72, 73, but I wasn't throwing hard at all.
Okay, and tell everybody what your high school career, baseball career, was like.
Well, actually, I never did play high school ball, so I didn't really have much of a high school career, but I tried out and I didn't make it. And, I went out again my sophomore year and I still didn't make it. So after that, I just put it on the back burner until I could find somebody who could help me,
Cool. And then, so, as far as, after that experience, after being cut and not given a chance to even play high school baseball, what made you want to keep going? Why didn't you just want to hang it up?
Well, because, I've always been the type of guy who has always, wanted to, keep on playing and not just hang them up like the kids do. And, my all-time dream goal is to play minor league ball and hopefully, play pros. But so that's pretty much my main goal why I didn't hang it up.
Well, good. And I think that's why you stuck through with my program, is because
Right.
even though that you didn't get that opportunity, most guys, I'll tell you, most guys would have quit. When I tell guys about you that come into the program and I tell them that, you were a guy that didn't even play in high school and now you're playing in college, it gives them a lot of hope. They all perk up and they're like, wow, you can actually do that.
Right.
Most guys don't understand that, this is a game. If you don't quit, you can always find a place to play. You can always create an opportunity.
Exactly.
I think I mean, what allowed you to finally get back into baseball was, you know, when we started getting your velocity up. So after training with the program, what would you say as far as how hard you were throwing?
I was throwing around 85.
Before you came into that summer, or how about this, before you came into the 3X programs, how hard were you throwing?
Okay, before I even found out about 3X was my senior year. I was throwing, you know, low 80s, topping out at maybe 83, 84, and I had sat there for a couple years. This summer, I had a workout with a college before I came to train with you, and I was 83 to 84, topping out at 85. So.
Okay. And then after that summer, you just recently been in your fall season, and you played, it was like an inter-squad game?
Yeah, it was an inter-squad.
So tell us about this game.
Okay, it was my first outing of the fall. I've thrown a few bullpens, thrown about 4 bullpens, and I came in through 2 innings. And first inning, I came in. First off, I'd been throwing bullpens, but being in the game and being on the mound, it just felt everything was clicking. Everything I learned this summer was clicking, and I felt so explosive, and it was so free and easy. And the first inning went 3 up, 3 down, and then I went back out there the second inning, and I struck out the side. And after the game, the pitchers had to do the charts, and they had the gun on us the whole time. And I was doing my chart, tallying up my pitches, and I come to find out I was 86 to 87, and I actually hit 90, and it was one of the best moments of my life, honestly.
So I bought it, and then I started the workouts, and then I kind of shied away from them for a while because my season was going on and everything, and I just couldn't get into it as much. And then in August, when I knew I was going to school, and I was still at 83, 84 miles an hour, I just really looked at it again, and I went into it open mind and did exactly what the program said. And I did the med ball throws, and I did the power cleans and everything, still trying to get my form down. And then on Sunday of this week or whatever, I got to 90 miles an hour, and I just wish I would have started the program as religiously as I did 2 years ago.